Why am I making this face? Because I hate the thumbnails that have been saving on these videos. I'm always like, am I starting my Instagram live yet? Hey everyone. Happy Tuesday. We're gonna see how many people I can get to jump on here live. Oh, I already see somebody's on here live. Well, Nick, you can just wait. Because you know what? You're early. You're 12 minutes early. So you can wait. But you can see fellow nostalgia guy, fellow fanboy, fellow collector. I'm excited to see your room. We're going to let some more people try to join on. Usually people come and hang out and chat for a few minutes about whatever. And then we'll get rolling like 9-ish. In the meantime, Nick, since I see that you're on, I did have to stalk you a little bit. I'm not a wrestling guy as you, but this is one of the only ones I have. And he was at Steel City. Had to get it between what? Mankind, Dude Love, Cactus Jack. Had to do it. Had to pull the trigger on Mick Foley. I still know him as Mankind. Let's see, the only other wrestler I really met or was excited to meet was Jake the Snake. That was only like 3 months ago. He was in Ohio, I think. We took a trip to Ohio. Also, Nick, feel free. This is drinker friendly on this thing. And you get a little wavy thingy. I'm hoping people don't think we're still at 9:15. I tried moving it. Now I gotta make sure that yours said 9 p.m. because we also have another sister cast, brother podcast, which is me and Josh over on Twitch. Andrew's in the house. Breasty baby. What's good, dude? Look at that. Breast, when's your show? You're going to be on this, man. When is your is that 2 weeks? I can't remember the date now. I don't have my notes in front of me. We're going to see actually, I'm not even going to promote it yet. I'm going to give you your own dedicated promo for that night that I'm going to go see you guys live. We'll do a little live cast. Yeah, 23rd. August 23rd. This is going to be our guest, the one and only Andrew Breast. Cade's in the house. Breast, do you want to put your show info on here so people can see it? And Cade, what's up? Cade's here. Cade, you get a wavy thingy. I always forget that I know once it starts, this is about what you see. But I forget that right now it's like this, and I don't wear pants ever. So right now I'm just in boxers, and I always want to get up and oh yeah, I'm in my underwear. Probably shouldn't do that. We'll get rolling in a few minutes. I want some more people to come in and hang. Okay, what are you? Cat got your tongue? Can't say hi, I waved at you. I did a wavy thingy. I pushed the wave button. Can't wave back? Turd? It's gonna get nostalgic today. It's gonna. I feel it. I wear my X-Men shirt. 90s X-Men shirt, by the way. 90s. Ha, Cade, you're funny. Looking. All right, while we're waiting, a couple more minutes, get some more people in here. Cade and Andrew, what were your favorite childhood toys? That's what I want to know. Ready, go. I have a feeling Cade's and Andrew's are going to be quite different because of the age difference. You guys aren't that. Maybe mine and your guys will be different. Me and Nick are up here. You guys are way younger. You had crap. You had all this garbage. I don't even know what you guys had. You had Pokemon. Barf. Barf to the Pokemon. I don't mind it. I think it's pretty cool, actually. Oh, man. Cade, you are in for a great show tonight. Nick, I hope you can see what Cade's response was to his favorite childhood toys. Oh, that's right. I think I remember you having like a... Cade, didn't you have like a big bin? Just like a huge Tupperware tote full of just figures. Everybody take a look at this info real quick. I'm with Messer Chups playing live with the Yags at Thunderbirds Tuesday, August 23rd. Come out, and we're going to be interviewing Brest and his band, man. We're going to get our Yags on. And, yeah, Nick, you got a fellow WWE. See, to me, it's still WWF. I don't care about the pandas as much as I do the wrestlers. Well, back then I did. Let me give them more light here. Wash out these whiteheads. Yeah, I do remember that. Oh, you had the ring, too. I had the ring as well. See, I had wrestling figures when I was young. So I had the really cool wrestling figures, like the Ultimate Warrior threw you, like this motion, wham. And then I had them again when it was like DX, China, Stone Cold, The Rock. I was back into it when I was like 15. And I think I had a ring, man. I think I had a ring with, I know I had Stone Cold because it looked nothing like him. Kane, I had a Kane figure, it was awesome. And Kane changed 15 times. Then it was just like, here's my face. And I'm like, that's not exciting at all. Isn't Kane like a governor of some area of Texas? Did you guys ever go to any live wrestling? I think I went to one that was not televised in Pittsburgh, and that was it. And that was when I learned about the signs that you make. Not just like, I love Stone Cold, but the best sign I saw all night was a guy cross the ring, other side. So, 100 yards away, it seemed, and it just said poop. And I'm like, why is this guy holding a sign that says poop? And then I kind of looked around, and none of the signs were really fanboy type things at all. It was just funny sayings. And I was like, oh, this is pretty funny. I can do that. I can write a sign that says poop and hold it up at a wrestling event. Yeah. I don't know if I can find that Jake the Snake in a quick manner and not show off my underwear. So now we're going to pass on the Jake the Snake picture for the night. But here, I was just showing this off, Kate. I don't know if you've ever seen this. Mankind. Remember this guy? And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that outrageous fall he took off the cage, wasn't that Pittsburgh? With The Undertaker? I swear that was a Pittsburgh thing. Maybe I'm misinformed. Alright, Nick, we've waited long enough. Let me know if you're ready to go, and we'll get this thing kicked off. I don't know what the delay is from here to, is live or is live 30 seconds difference? I don't know. Boosh. Watch this move, bro. Oh, it's on. So the one thing I'm learning, this is on like the 4th episode, I think, or 3rd, whatever. If I talk over you, or you talk over me, it's just going to cut the audio because I didn't get any like legit hardware yet. So if you start talking and you just see me go, I'm just giving that little buffer to make sure the audio, makes it.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool, man. How's it going? You having fun?
Oh, it's going real good, man. You know how it goes. This was like, why haven't I been doing this for 10 years?
I've been doing it for 10 years.
Aha!
I like your shirt, man. It's nice.
This was my era, man. The 90s stuff. That's what we just had a dude from Roundhouse on here. This whole room, I won't try to do it justice right now. You know how it goes, but it's mostly 90s, thousands. There's some late 80s, but a lot of early 90s in this room.
Yeah.
I creeped some more on your page, and I think you'll like this one. So, you know me as far as the custom stuff, and I love Pee-wee so much.
Pee-wee, huh?
I saw your Playhouse, and I realized that there wasn't a Dottie, and there wasn't a Francis.
Oh, yeah. No Dottie.
So I had to make a Francis, and I had to make a Dottie, and then I got to meet both of them. So they both signed them.
No way.
Yeah, it was like meant to be. It was like back to back. It was like 3 months apart.
Dude,
and they were both, Holden was awesome. He might be coming on. He's giving me a chance. Mark, if you're watching, I tag him every time. I'm a maybe for September. And I'm going to tell you, man, I want you here. I want you to do it. It'll be a fun time. I'll make it super easy for you, man. Just want to geek out. And EG was, I asked her, but she's killing it on the circuit, man. She's everywhere all the time. So,
I bet.
but I had to, I needed them, man. I saw them both coming. I'm like, I mean, yeah, of course I did the obvious thing. Had to get it signed.
Oh, yeah. That's.
But I'm like, it's Pee Wee or bust, man, for sure. And then
That's.
Paul Rubens was here or supposed to be here in Pittsburgh for a Steel City Con like 2 years ago. And then he backed out. I'm like, damn it. That's like bucket list for me.
Oh, that would be awesome. I couldn't imagine. Well, I mean, I would assume you'd like to take a little bit of a look around now.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, can you? Does it look okay?
Yeah, you can see. Oh, there's the Playhouse. Dude, I had that thing too.
And the band, there'll be no more napping. Yeah, this one I got Pop Culture Comics.
Oh, that place is the best.
Mount Royal Boulevard, yeah.
Yeah, it's right by my house. It's like a mile from where I'm at right now.
Oh, I love that. That's one of my favorite places. There's a nice little circle there.
Oh, yeah.
You know, D&E. You can make a nice little.
What it is? Oh, absolutely. So, for people who don't know, this is introduce yourself, man. You know what to do.
Yeah, I haven't done it in a while. So yeah, I mean, a few of the guys here know me, but I am Nick Bartley, the host and creator and showrunner. I just realized of Hunting This television show about your childhood and yours and mine and everybody's. It's not particular to me. And a lot of times on the show, I am looking for other people because, I mean, look at all this stuff. Just like he says and that's one of the other things that I think maybe drives some people kind of crazy that, like in Sandlot, whenever the old man, when he gives the ball.
Oh, yeah.
The entire,
27?
I think it's 27 Yankees, and he gives it to him, and he goes, look at all this stuff. I have so much crap. I mean, I have so much stuff. I love being able to find stuff for other people. It's so cool. It's awesome. And that's how I grew up. Hunting nostalgia was watching my mother and grandfather find stuff for other people. And ridiculous stuff. Like the most crazy stuff you could imagine. Like at yard sales. And it was always for, whoever got the nice find of the day. A lot of times it was me because I liked the most stuff. Like I liked different things and they would find, But it's awesome. And that's what it is. I do the show. It's on Armstrong Channel 100. And after it airs on television, it also airs on YouTube. Please subscribe. I hate doing all of the asking for subscriptions and followers. It's not me. I hate asking and all that stuff. But yes, please. As I say how much I hate it.
Right. That's why the first 10 minutes of this, I just kind of sit and I'm like, I don't want to run around, but I do want to tell everybody. But the cool thing is you posted a couple places. Like there's people popping up here. Like I see new friends, old friends, everybody, just sit back and let them kind of roll in. That's why the first few minutes I'm like, I want to get on, have a beer, show off some stuff, talk. And then it's like a few minutes after we'll start seeing these people go boop, 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 boop. And then we can just hang, chat, talk it up, show off some crap. You know what I mean?
It's up on my page as well. I mean, I'm sad that my followers aren't my followers. I hate even saying my followers. But if it was not for social media, I would not have a television show. No doubt about it. If it wasn't for social media and the journey that it has been through social media, I wouldn't be on. Nope. Armstrong would never have found me. Seth and Rob and Matt, all the great guys there. They never would have happened. But
all I'm doing is sitting on social media. That's why I was trying to figure out a way to do stuff like this. I'm like, I don't want to edit a lot of video. It's going to be me by myself. I'm like, I'm in this. I joke that it's a man cave, but it's all toys. So boy cave just doesn't sound as good. But in the office or the studio, I'm like, what's the least amount of work I can do and still talk with people and show off a bunch of crap? And I'm like, live, done. And it's, social media is the way of the future, man. It's how it goes.
It is. It absolutely is. It really is. And like I said, I would not have gone on show without. And what it was the hardest thing in the world to get people to do is to click on anything. Like, it's so hard. It's ridiculous as it sounds. It's hard to get people to click. So I thought, and this was a long time ago, I thought, what in the world could I possibly do to get people to click on me talking about old toys? Because if you're not interested in old toys, it's going to be hard now as an adult to be persuaded that you are interested in old toys. But if you think about it, if you truly think about it, yeah, I know, right? Well, we don't count. We are,
we're too deep in. Yeah.
But like, you know, a normal human being doesn't normally, you know, think about the old toys. But once you do, it relates to every single person, everybody, you know, and that's why it's fun. That's why
I had to look up.
I chose the word nostalgia, you know.
I was just going to say, I wanted to look up. I'm like, I need to actually look up the word nostalgia because I know what it means to me.
Did
you
look it up?
Yeah. I had to, man. And it was like, my favorite part was, it takes you back. It's simple as that. What takes you back?
Yeah. Well, the funny thing about the actual definition of the word nostalgia, it is a morbid, so it's an unhealthy longing for times of the past. That's the actual definition. A morbid longing. I mean, it's obviously changed its definition over the years, but that's truly the definition of the word nostalgia. That's also why I chose the word nostalgia, because long ago when I was doing my ridiculousness on Twitter and Instagram and all that. Shit, I'm working. 1 second. I'll be out. My kids are showing me pictures. He did a picture here of this is Gil. Who's this? This is Gurgle.
Yes.
Who's the monkey? Oh, that's Timon. And Pumbaa. I see it.
Pumbaa.
He likes to do Disney mashups. Like he'll do a Disney mashup of two different.
Oh, Disney Funko.
Now you're asking for toys. Can you believe that? Mine out in here asking for toys. All right, close the door. It's an awesome picture, dude. That's really cool. But yeah,
get out.
Go out. No, dude, they love playing in here. They're in here all the time, all the time. And normally it's right here, playing the
VHS TV.
Well, yeah, the VHS TV, but they're playing the Nintendo here.
Oh, nice.
That's all they love it. They absolutely. Oh, I know. Look here. Can I invite someone to the live feed?
Why not?
All right, cool. I don't know if he's available. He might be. Let me see if he's. Oh yeah, he is. He's here. Cool. Right,
is it Hulk Hogan?
I'm telling you, dude. Sometimes it creeps me out a little bit. He's life size. Look how big he is. Isn't that cool?
80s were a weird time.
Look at his eyes. They follow you everywhere you go. I swear at nighttime he winks and does stuff.
It's so hot right now.
Look. Yeah, there he is. Full everything.
You'll love this. The one story I have from because I had, 3 eras of wrestling. It's like, how old are you, by the way? If you don't mind sharing on social media how old you are.
If you've noticed, I never have, but I don't care. I am.
How about this? I'm 38.
Hey,
when I was a kid, the wrestling figures were the ones. The one I can remember vividly is this Ultimate Warrior, right? I think it's all he did was just throw your body, right? You have it, you son of a bitch. Where is he? I have all this light in my face. I can't make it out, but I have no doubt he's sitting. Oh, there he is. Yep. Bingo. That was the one. Okay, so picture your, let's see, what would that be, like 10-ish? You get it, and it was not a time to keep things in the package. It's cracked open. You get the new toy smell. You're like, don't look at me. I'm just going to be playing with Ultimate Warrior. That's what we're going to do all day. My little brother had a remote control truck. It was like, let's get the kids some toys day. So I'm holding this thing. He's not even throwing anybody. I remember we were just taking like a family walk. I'm just holding the Ultimate Warrior. Someone goes, you should put the Ultimate Warrior on the truck. I'm like, great idea. Ultimate Warrior on a truck. I crank his hands down, so it's kind of like sitting on the roof. I'm like, this is perfect. So we hit a pebble. Warrior goes launching forward. The truck grabs him. He's face down and drags him. And his nose is like, isn't it like black or gray underneath?
It turns brown.
So after 5 seconds of having him on the truck, and I was just devastated. Just like, man, Warrior though, his nose is gone. And everybody's like, it's okay, it's a toy. I'm like, you understand? Well, don't tell me it's okay.
I
Before
understand.
his face mangled.
I understand the creepy world of sniffing toys. I mean, they call me the toy sniffing weirdo. That's what that's what, I've been called. But these are the ones that I had as a kid. The big LG, and they called them the dog toys. That they're
like Kong. Oh, I totally get it. Yep. I had that.
That's the smell. It's the greatest smelling toy of all time. It really is. But I understand I understand the smelling. Come on, dude. All right. He's back again. Last time, you got it? Last time. There it is. There he wants to show one more time. Timon, Pumbaa, Gil, and Gurgle.
Yes,
Good.
that's Disney Funko.
I know. I don't know if they make Funkos of those guys. We'll have to find out. All right. Now close the door. Put your pants on and close the door. I'm not even
talking to me.
Come on, dude. Close it up. Yes, we'll get him. I'm sorry.
Oh,
this is what my life is like 24 hours.
Ditto. I got 2 kids. I get it. What's funny, I was checking out a bunch of your pictures. I think it was was it the album you shared with hey, the studio's complete. Here it is from start to finish.
Mm-hmm.
I got half the shit in your room, man, which is really funny. So I could see
awesome.
Yeah, I got so much to see if I can do without taking the phone off. If I can just, so you had Ghostbuster stuff.
Oh,
same exact ones up there. Had to have the Vigo.
Oh,
then I saw the Pee-wee. Had to grab the Pee-wee stuff. And then you had the Giants. Then you had the TMT Giants.
Oh, yeah, outside. Yeah.
Now, do they ever smell? Because that's one of my favorite smells is the Giants.
Oh, I don't. That one I don't specifically remember. I was mostly wrestling. I mean, I did get everything. That was the difference between me and my siblings is I kept everything. Everything. Yep. But, I mean, a lot of stuff in this room, including one of my favorite finds of all time, I've kept from my childhood. I've kept it. I just kept
favorite find? When is it?
Well, you want me to go through it now? I'll show you now.
Favorite, man. I got to see it.
Oh, well, the absolute.
Oh, the absolute. Favorite, but what was the big one?
The big one. This is the big one. Well, I guess I could tell you the story first.
Yeah.
1986, go ask mommy. Close the door. 1986, the Stretch Armstrong LJN wrestling toys. They're super soft. The rubber on them was super soft, just like Stretch Armstrong. So underneath their pits, their crotch would rip. And as kids then, we didn't give a crap.
No.
I would pull mine so far, and within days, I destroyed my junkyard dog, ripped him. I have a few pictures of me with him, holding him at Christmas, and then that was it. I destroyed him. I remember a few days after, it might have even been the same day, underneath his armpit was busting out with the goo. I think it was powder. I think it might have been powder coming out of him. I don't know, but it was awful. And then one day, a guy, I can't remember if he called me. I think he did. I think he called me. He called me. He said, I live in Latrobe. He said, he went to one of the places that I filmed an episode. He watched Hunting Nostalgia. There's Armstrong in Latrobe. And he watched it. And he went to one of the places that I filmed at and got my contact information. And he said, I have something for him. And he explained to the person that he got my phone number from what he had and what he wanted to do. So she allowed him to have my number. So he said, listen, I have something that you want more than anything in the world. And I'm like, what could that be? I'm going to drive an hour and a half for something, And he said, I want to trade something for it. He said he wanted an original Ecto 1 complete. Ghostbusters Ecto 1. That's what he wanted. You got it. Close it. Okay, give me a little bit. Close the door. Yeah, right there. It had it all. It had it all, and that's what he wanted. He said, I know you love to trade. He said, so let's trade. And I mean, how intriguing of a thing is that to hear from somebody? He says, I have something that I know that you want more than anything. So I drive down to Latrobe, and it is, I think, January or February, and the house decked out in Halloween, a real graveyard, but all miniature. The dude works at a cemetery, and he has all of the sample caskets, metal sample caskets. You would walk in and pick out your casket. Dude, it has lining. It's terrifying. And he has these all in his yard. And it's all like purple. And I'm like, oh, man, I'm dead. I'm like, this is it. I've lived.
He'll have something I want. Yeah, for sure.
I went in. He was awesome. I've talked to him on the phone. I knew that he was a cool dude. So I get there. And what he has is the good old, that J.Y.D. brother, that king of the WWF. He has him stretched in the box, pristine, never played with. And to boot, that is insane. To have that is, it's insane to have it. To have it in that condition is incredible. It's unheard of. For him to have it and to have found me. And then, to boot, he had this to match it. Can you see it?
Yeah.
It's the Hulk Hogan one. And dude, they're pristine. They're pristine. They're absolutely pristine. It is insane. He's like, they were in his basement. That's the good thing. Like VHS tapes, for instance, if you keep them in the basement in Pennsylvania,
right, you're done.
They're dead. But because of this rubber, because of the rubber in that toy, he kept it in a damp basement for honestly 30 years. And it was like a humidor. It just kept it moist enough forever. And it was like a dirt basement too. I mean, it was an old Pittsburgh, basement. And they're perfect. I could stretch. I haven't, and I won't. But I could stretch them. I mean, you know what they are, right? Like,
oh yeah, yeah.
Like I got this Roddy Piper here outside of the package here, but that's what they are. They're that stretch.
Yep. And
they tear.
Did you ever see one of those in package before this, like in person?
No, never. I mean, I have seen, and that's another thing. I've mentioned it on the show. I have, as you can see, I have thousands of items, hundreds of different collections, and not one of them I bought online. Not one. And there's nothing wrong with buying online. I mean, that's cool if that's what you want to do, buy online, but the actual item isn't the goal for me. It's that story. I'll never forget that when I walked in and I saw those two on the box. That is a lot of, money if you're buying that somewhere. And I told him, dude, this is not even. I was like, this is nowhere close to an even trade. He said, that's what I wanted. He said, that Ecto 1 is exactly what I wanted. So how could I say no to that? I said, all right, there you go, man. But no, it was awesome. It was awesome. That was my number one. Number two was really cool because it was in a barn. And one of the tricks...
Barn find, a legit barn find.
Oh, I have a couple of them. I mean, I live in Butler County.
Oh, that's right. I'm in New City, man. I'm like, you saw a barn before? Like that's yeah.
So one of the tricks I use, and I've told people this many, many times, it's the greatest. It's a great idea to do. Like anyone that you went to grade school with, or high school, or whatever it is, I'll ask them. I'll be like, hey, whatever happened to all of your toys?
Oh yeah.
Like, whatever happened to all your stuff? And they'll be like, gone, burned, parents sold it, whatever. Every once in a while, someone's like, yeah, I got them. I don't know what to do with them. And I'm like, listen, man, because people don't love the idea of just getting rid of their stuff. I would hate it. I would have dreams about them, people selling my stuff while I can't get to it. But, yeah, so the barn, I asked my friends, like, what do you got? And they'll sell me their stuff because they know that I'm not reselling it. They know that it's here in the Hunting Nostalgia Studio for the rest of time. You know what I mean? Like, it is literally here. But I do pay. Like, I'm not getting stuff for free all the time. I do get some stuff.
Keeping it alive. Yeah, you're giving it new life.
Oh, and I do get a ton of stuff for free. I cannot deny it. I cannot lie, and I won't, because it's part of the deal. It's part of the fun. I get tons of stuff for free, and I give out tons and tons of stuff, dude. I've given away thousands of dollars worth of toys. No doubt about it. I've given away some of the craziest things, and it's just because this one guy from Scotland, he begged and pleaded for this Roddy Piper one-of-a-kind file photo from the Hasbros. It's the designer photo that the designers use to make the figures.
Oh.
Yeah, and I don't sell anything. I hate selling anything.
Right.
I don't feel right about it, especially for the prices that I find stuff for. I don't feel right turning around and selling it then for 10 times that. That's just not my style of collecting. But you know, I'm not against people who do sell because I need somewhere to buy. You know what I mean?
Right.
But anyways, so I'll ask them. I'll say, "Would you like to sell your toys to me? I'll buy them. I'll pay this price, and they'll stay with me forever." And they, you know, look and watch the show, and they realize that I'm telling them the truth.
Right.
But
You're gonna love having it. You're gonna show it off. Right.
yeah, I'll play with it. You know, that's what I do.
Or if you don't, kill.
That's what people ask me. And yeah, that's what I tell them. But he said, "Yeah, I have all my stuff." He goes, "But dude, I'm telling you now, it's bad." I'm like, and I've seen bad. I've seen real bad. Like, I know for sure, ground up mice corpses and disgusting. But he's like, "It's in my barn." He said, "It's everything, dude." He said, "It's X-Men, cards." He said, "It's figures, Power Rangers." He said, and he knew what I was asking for.
Right.
He knew that I was asking about the wrestlers. You know, everybody knows that's what I'm asking for.
Right.
And my wrestlers are up there. And knowing his age, that he's close to my age, I said, "What color?" And any Hasbro wrestling collector will ask, "What color is that ring?" If somebody says they have a ring. And the second he said yellow, I almost crapped my pants. So, speaking of crap, here it is. Here's the ring. The King of the Ring Hasbro ring. The rarest of the rare rings.
Damn.
And it's really, really nice. Like the Hasbro King of the Ring yellow ring is the rarest of the rare.
That's the one.
Rare. Yeah, it's definitely the one. And it was. God.
That's great, man.
Sorry,
I
my
want
back.
to know when you realized you were going to stay a kid at heart. Was there a time or an event or something that you were like, I'm not stopping doing this. This is what I love to do. And
I don't know.
I feel like kids my age were going, you still play with toys? Or like, we're going to the, you know, what's it called? Jets. We're going to the 18 and over club. And I'm like, I kind of want to go to the store and get this Star Wars Episode 3 launch at midnight at Walmart. Like, you guys are wasting your time.
Well, see, that's the thing with me. Whenever I met my wife, she only knew about this. She only knew that I played guitar. That's it. She didn't know.
Okay.
Like, and it wasn't like I was specifically avoiding telling her about the toys that I played with in a Hulk Hogan in my life. I just, you know, I left it out until,
Right.
Because who wants to know, or who wants, I mean, I hope I hope it doesn't lose the video, but who in the world would deal with this type of thing? Look at this.
Dude, perfect segue. I got your card back.
Dude. No way. Look, it's going to go right here.
Okay, so I'm a custom guy, right?
Yeah.
So my wife got to meet this guy. I hurried up and put together an action figure in like 15 hours, from design to print, finding the thing, carving it up, painting, and I handed it to her. I'm like, please go get this signed when you take our second born, our oldest. She's like, it's at the Children's Museum. How am I supposed to get an autograph? I'm like, if you don't, I get it, but you know me, because I'm a lot of custom and autograph more than just the stuff. I'm big.
Yeah, right.
So I'm like, take it with you. If it doesn't work, make sure the kid meets him. That's the most important, kind of. But also, if there's a moment, just hand this thing in and maybe get it signed. She got mine signed, so I'm going to give you, I made two just in case. So you get to have the custom Mr. McFeely card back.
Wow, dude, no way. Wow.
So I got mine in the case that he actually signed. It was probably like 2 years ago now. But, you know, in my industry, I'm in this like print and vinyl and plastic. We always make two of everything just in case, and things have messed up and got broken or damaged by weather, and you got a second one. So inner self is always like, make two. So this thing is just rotting away in my room. I'm like, wait a minute, this guy wants a card back. I got a card. And my card backs are plastic. I'm in a plastic world. These things last forever. So this is the final on plastic card back.
No way.
Custom fanboy here with a Mr. McFeely card back for your wall.
Can you sign the bottom of it? Like,
can I? No, you want McFeely to sign this thing.
I want you to sign it too, though. It's like my yearbook. Everybody,
okay.
When they donate a card back, they sign it. Just put your name down on the bottom. Dude, it's so awesome. Thank you so much.
I'll do it. I'll do whatever you want on there. I'll draw a picture on it if you want.
Well, one of our upcoming, the TV's in the way. One of our next upcoming episodes, I get to go to the home of Grammy? It'll be I can't remember what it was.
Grammy.
I have all this Grammys for music, right?
Yeah.
It's the Grammy award-winning, longest tenured television musician of all time, the drummer on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Oh, I saw you posting about that.
Dude, it is the stories that I'm not allowed to tell. Some of the stories on TV. But
really? Cool.
You're good, but I'll tell you this though: not one of them, not a single one of them, are anything bad or negative about Fred Rogers. Not one. It's incredible. Incredible. But this guy, he was the only person besides Mr. Rogers to be on each and every single episode of Rogers' Neighborhood. Because it was a trio who played all the music. And not only did, dude, I'm busy, I'm working, 1 sec, I'll be out. Please, give me 1 sec. All of the sound effects, you know, whenever they would do the picture and he would put the the wall and they would go like make crayons, you know? Well, Mr. Rogers found that the actual sound of the machines, he's like, it's too mechanical. He's like, I don't like that. He's like, that could possibly scare kids when they're watching this. He's like, and I don't want that. He said, I don't want the kids to be scared watching, you know, these, I guess it's almost like a short documentary about making crayons inside of the show of Mr. Rogers. Sure. He said he didn't want the kids to get scared by the mechanical, you know. So he had his trio, Johnny Costa Trio. They made every sound effect in the entire show, including the ones for picture. So like whenever they're stamping the crayons, it's actually it's them flicking cymbals on a drum set. Absolutely incredible. I'm being bombarded right now. They never want to hang out with me any other time, but here they all are right now.
They can come on.
All right, you guys got to go. I got to show my last favorite thing. Come on. All right, I'll put it in. Go. No, you put it in. You're not a fool. Come on, put it in. A little bit. I work all the time. Close the door.
Kids are allowed. Kids are absolutely allowed.
Not in this. No, they are. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of this.
Yep.
Building it so I could possibly entice them to like this stuff.
You were saying how you'd rather not be buying it. You'd rather do the hunt and find it and things. I've found I buy the most when I have the Ecto-1 and all I need is a door. All I need is the damn door. Then I'm like, it's been 6 months. I'm over it. Just give it to me because that OCD takes over and the empty spot in the vehicle case next to like Jurassic Park Explorer, Jurassic Park Jeep, the Party Wagon, Batmobiles. I'm like, there's an empty spot. I'll pay whatever you want. Just give me the door and I need it to be complete. That was when I went on the most. A lot of times I'll take, since I've been collecting for, 20 years, for a long time, I just had chests full and chests full and chests full of like stuff that I'm like, I'm not gonna get rid of it, but I don't need it displayed. Only until recently was I want my biggest, baddest out, and I don't mind having 1 or 2, but that's it. So what I would do is to take 25 items up to pop culture and come back with 1. Take 60 items up, come back with 1 or 2. Take 100 pieces, because I was a Boba Fett freak. Boba Fett tattoos, I had the full costume, the whole room was Boba Fett. I'm like, I took 100 pieces up, came back with the 4 giant turtles. So everything in here now, there's a couple of things that no matter what, they're not leaving. Shit that's worth $5, but I'm like, it's not going anywhere. The rubber Rocketeer is not leaving. Like, that's something I never got rid of, and he's going to stay in the case. And if you have a problem with that, anybody, the rubber Rocketeer is not leaving. So get over it. But on that point here, I can pull this up for you too. This was one of the most nostalgic, not really valuable, but I never got rid of it. There's a Wolverine with glove set And let's see what year this is stamped. This is stamped 1991.
Wow.
I was wearing this. Jump to 2022 when I'm wearing the... Where's he at? Where's he at? Wolverine on my shirt. Still, I wear this shirt to work every day. This I couldn't get rid of. I think you can buy these for like $20. How about I only realized that like 2 minutes ago that you were like, nice shirt. I'm like, oh, thanks. Moving on. Yeah. But this is worth, I think you can get this for like $20. But this is something I never got rid of. And if I can find it, there's a picture of me thinking that I'm Wolverine in like 94. Because all I did was wear a gold turtleneck in this. And I'm like, well, I'm Wolverine. So if you don't understand that, then, then you just will never understand me. But this is the one. This is my one that I'm never going to get rid of. And the kids come in here and I'm like, you're not wearing it. Ever. Because break it, I'll kill you.
Oh, my kids play with everything. Everything's open. It's all out.
Amen.
It's all
I get
out.
it. When they're older, I'll let them touch stuff. But they're 1 and 6, no way.
They break things all the time. My kids, they've chewed off noses. They've bitten snakes' heads off. Everything. But I know that I deserve it, though, because I used to do the same thing. I used to do the same exact thing to people's boys, and I know I deserved it. But my final, well, not my final, but my favorite, maybe it's not my favorite either, but it's up there, and it's really cool. This is one of the coolest finds I've ever had on the show. The Uniontown Mall, it's half abandoned. Half of it is boarded up and disgusting. Like, it's awful. There's no, like, you can go to like a Ross Park Mall or any fancy mall that you know of, and what are you going to do there? Like, I can't do anything at these malls. Like, there is nothing for me there. There just isn't, and there used to be.
Right.
Mall, like Suncoast Video or I forget what was Media Plus or something.
Media Plus, FYE, all those.
In the toy stores, there was at least 3. There was a big one and then 2 little ones in the malls. It was like, oh, this is great. Now it's not like that. Now there's vintage toy stores like Pop Culture Comics, like D&E Collectibles, like all of the great stores around, But they want you to go online. They want you to shop online because they want you to be forced to pay their prices. And some of the prices, some of the items that I've found, and some of the deals that I've gotten have been absolutely absurd. Absolutely absurd. And I cannot understand paying outrageous, I feel, amounts for toys. They are, and I know that my kids are going to eventually play with them. I can't do it. I just cannot do it. That's one of the main reasons that I find stuff. And I like actually the thrill of physically finding something. It's so cool. Whenever I crawled through the hole in the wall at the Uniontown Mall, I was making it theatrical. The guy was waiting for me inside. There was a door. I just decided. But
the hole's way better for the image. Yeah, right.
It was really good. But no, I'm kidding. But dude, there was I don't even know, 60 of these.
Oh yeah, I keep seeing these on your posts. I love it. Didn't you take one to Target to shop?
I've taken it to many stores. I've taken it to Target many times. I've taken it to Giant Eagle. I've taken it almost every store that you could imagine. And people,
just for people watching, if they don't see, this is a Hills cart, or in Pittsburgh we call them buggies. Hills was like Target is now, because when I go to Target, if I have the kids, we're gonna get a slushie or a pretzel and popcorn. Like, it is very Hillsy, but it's just Hills to the extreme. But this was about Hills and Ames, man.
There's a very select group of people who own shopping carts. One group is homeless people. The other group is evidently...
It's you. Yeah, you're the other.
But it's awesome. Dude, look at that display. And it has all of the items have the Hills.
Oh, my God. Bro.
Like, that's the whole point of having it. And look, here's... Alf napkins. Party napkins. Look at that old Hills tag. Hills.
They got me thinking.
Hills. Everyday low price.
KB. I think most of my tags are KB toys. Because I see that, like, I bought some where people are like, well, it's less because there's a tag on it. and I might have a tagless one like in my hand. I'm like, does that say KB Toys? I'll take that one. I want the KB on it. If anything, I'll take the KB.
I swear, all the guys around here, they know me too well. The boys that own all the stores around here, I swear they have like 5 million Hills stickers, and they'll just put them on. Like Nick's coming, get out all the Hills tags and put them on that crap. He'll buy it because whenever you go to Hills, when you would go to Hills and you'd walk in, and it would smell like popcorn and ices, cherry ices. There was cherry. I don't even remember there being blue or white. I only remember
Coca-Cola either. Just give me cherry.
Yeah, that's all I ever wanted. Cherry ices, popcorn, pretzels, cotton candy, all of that. And then, if you wanted to upgrade your drink to one of these collector's cups, I got them all. I got every time there was a collector's cup, I'm like, wait a minute. So you want me to pay an additional 25 cents for a collector's cup that has King Kong Bundy as a cartoon? Every time. Every single time. Hills, the anti-inflation store. We could use Hills right now. Use them so bad. Hills is where the toys are. Their toy department was 6 aisles. Did you go to Hills? I mean, what Hills? I should ask you, what Hills did you go to?
I was a military brat. I moved all over. So I'm from here, moved all over till high school. So there was Hills here when I was younger. Don't remember it. Came back. But what I remember is coming back from a move. Like, hey, you guys have lived out of state for however many years. We moved back, and the family was like, I want to take the boys out, me and my brother. Let's take them out. We'll go out, do whatever. I feel like Hills was pretty, I don't know if it's common. It happened because I remember that smell. I remember that smell walking in that door. I remember walking through the bedding section in the cart and touching the blankets. For some reason, it's a nostalgic feeling, if you know that word. It just sticks out where I'm like walking down the aisle, touching all the blankets for some reason. I remember that feeling on my hand. I don't remember the toy aisle as much as I remember the blanket aisle. And was there a popcorn cart? Was there a cart or was it a stand or something?
It was a stand. It was a popcorn. I mean, it was a big, gigantic carnival popcorn machine. As soon as you walked in,
that's what I meant. Popcorn machine. Yeah.
Just popping out. I swear that I don't know if it was just mine, but I think most of them had a cotton candy maker.
Oh, okay.
Cotton candy and hang it on white chains that would come down from the ceiling, and you could walk in. Think about that. You're walking in, and it's just cotton candy to the ceiling, and in the back in department 23. That was the toy department at Hills.
Damn, bro.
You know that they were going to have the most amazing and rows and rows and rows of them. Guys, where you had to you had to push them back to see who was behind. There was so many. Now, have you strolled down a toy store? Not a toy store. Have you strolled down a department store aisle of a toy department?
Yeah, it's like I wanted to get the kids, a few months ago, I wanted to get them the new Batmobile. We're a Batman family. We always have been. So in stores at the same time was the 66 and the 2022 Batmobiles for like $25 or something. So one day I'm like, they both need the Batmobiles. And it was like, I'm going to go and find them each, give them, one to each. Here's the Batmobiles. I remember being like, because I cruise them all the time, just looking to see if there's anything new. And it's a weird era where it's like, on the shelves is like Buzz Lightyear, G.I. Joe, He-Man, like Power Rangers, Turtles. So I never stopped looking.
But the sad part is that it's very few. They're bare. There's no toys. It's like, you walk in and it is very, very, very few toys. And it's a shame because now when my kids ask for toys, they give my wife her phone. They say, can you get me? That is awful. How many times you go to the store when you were a kid and you had one thing in mind, one toy in mind, and you got there and you changed your mind because you saw something else and you were like, oh, this is better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this is a better option. Now I'm going to do that. That doesn't happen on eBay. And by the time it gets back to that kid, it's possible they don't even like it anymore. You know what I mean? Like, at least when you were buying stuff when we were going to the store, at least we got it. We got to choose it. We got to open it up, and we got to immediately enjoy it. Whether we broke it instantly, we could have easily broke it instantly, or whatever it may be, we at least enjoyed it initially. You know, I think that is really gone. And I think that's why Toys R Us is also gone.
You'll like this. So being a military brat, we lived on base, right? So it was not public. It was East Coast, New York, Jersey, places like that. So when we were on base in New York, they had their exchange, their department store was kind of a little bit of everything. And at some point, parents must have been like, to whomever, there's no toys in this place. There's no toys. Like there's like an end cap or like one aisle, and they're like squirt guns. Like this, the whole neighborhood, a whole town of people and kids and families. You got to do something. So this military base somewhere, they took this chunk of money. They literally built this addition onto a building. They promoted it in like our local newspaper. Brand new toy section. It was probably like 1,500 square feet. It wasn't outrageous, but for a kid, but it was taller. It was like now it's a warehouse instead of a little store. They just built this back end. It was probably like a loading dock that they didn't use. They painted it. They brought in like 6, 8 aisles of, you know, toys, whatever. So I can vividly remember there was a ribbon cutting. So somebody got a medal because they were like, look what I did to the exchange. There's a whole toy section. There's 500 people outside. This thing is going to make so much money. There's going to be a constant whatever. So I remember the one, they were like, you can get one. We can go in. We can do this thing. My brother was really young. They were like, you can do one. So I remember it being a mad dash. Parents just let their kids just go, and mine didn't. So I'm just like holding hands going like, I want to, that's gone. The RC car, that's gone. I remember it to the end, but all the kids came in the center aisle, and I swear one of my parents was like, let's go to the next aisle where there's not 500 kids. And it was all G.I. Joe Street Fighter. So I walked in and just picked Blanca off the wall. I was like, what is this? I didn't know Street Fighter. I knew it was a video game. I didn't know it was like, it says G.I. Joe. Why is there like the green guy on here? I'm just like, what? I remember like holding it, and they're like, this one. And it was probably like one of the cheaper ones. And Dad or Mom was like, that's it? It was probably like $4 versus like $60 RC cars. Like, hell yeah, you can let's get the fuck out of here. That's perfect. One of those, done. We'll have a G.I. Joe, please, and we're going to leave. And I remember it like falling into my lap, like hunting it. Not hunting that, but being around, having things fall in your lap. You're like, did you ever see this thing? You want this thing? And I think I bought a bulk lot of G.I. Joes off a guy here in Pittsburgh. And he had a picture, and it was not in there. And it showed up, and Blanca was like in my lap. And I'm like,
oh, that's
I don't need the other ones. I ended up selling all those G.I. Joes because I hit that nostalgia wall. And I'm like, I don't need all these ones. I was buying bulk because I was like, I just want all of them. I couldn't afford all of them when I was a kid. I want like 500. I'll just get 500 G.I. Joes.
Yeah.
I think I might have 5. And I had long, and I'm like, I'm done. I'm out. I saw it, and I smelled it, and I'm like, yeah, I don't really need 500 G.I. Joes. They weren't my favorite. I have the 3 I really like. I got like Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes and Duke, and now Blanca, and I'm like, I'm out. I'm done. I'll sell them back to somebody or give them away or whatever.
Just can't. You can't do it all. Possible. It is. No, I mean, you know, I rotate stuff in here because the room you saw, I mean, the right back there, the toy, the card back cavern. It's all the storage. Like that's the stuff that can't. And it's, you know, it's a shame. I mean, at least they can get to it. The kids can get to it because it's in like drawers and stuff like that. But yeah, I just saw as we were talking, I saw in the background the Death Star, the original.
Oh yeah,
Kenner Death Star. The woman that gave that to me, she called me repeatedly for days and wanted me just to take these toys, and I kept asking her, "What do you have?" And she would say, "Oh, I have some Tinker toys and Lincoln Logs and like the worst toys you could." Like, oh my gosh, like you could just think of Lincoln Logs that have been in the basement in Pittsburgh. They have to be so moldy and gross. Yeah. And she said, I have NASA toys and all kinds of stuff. So I showed up and I went in, I opened the box. That's her NASA toys, original 77 Star Wars toys. And I said, I can't take this from you. I said, this is grand larceny. I said, I can't take this from you. You know what I mean? She's like, no. She's like, it has been sitting in my basement for years and years. It had the directions. Dude, I have the plans to the Death Star.
You have the Death Star plans? All this time I thought it was Leia.
No, it's me. They've been looking for them forever, and I have them right here. Boom.
Oh man.
Like their kids, she said that my kids didn't like Star Wars, so they didn't play with them. You know what I mean? So I now have it. And I said, I have to do something for you because she refused money. I said, let me pay you something, and she didn't care.
Right.
She said, no, no money. She said, but, and I thought, uh-oh. She was in a robe. I'm not even joking. She was in her robe. She's in her 80s, but she said, will you help me cover my pool for the winter? So I'm like, kidding? Yes. I'll cover your pool every year for the
Yeah, right till I die.
year. Are you kidding? Yeah, but that's another. It's just a ridiculous thing that occurs on the show. Hunting Nostalgia. Check it out. Follow me on everything that I hate, please.
Everything I hate. Well, here we'll close her out. So I have a lightning round at the end. So you get to pick 3 categories to start with. Do you want food, movies, or feeling good?
Let's go with movies.
Movies. So what's your favorite Christmas movie? Die Hard counts. Gremlins counts.
Pee-wee's Christmas Special.
Oh my God. I can't believe my brother's not on here. We destroyed that VHS. I could recite to you that film, that movie.
Christmas is the time that we should be thinking of what we can do for others. What we can do
For others.
You know when Pee-wee gets all of the. You know when Pee-wee gets all. Dude, this is so perfect. Do you know when Pee-wee gets all of the fruitcakes that he hates so bad for Christmas?
That on the playhouse.
That's the inspiration for this. Do you remember when he builds the room completely out of?
Absolutely, dude. No joke, no exaggeration. That movie has been watched well over 100 times by me and my brother.
Every year, that's the first movie my family watches every year.
That is great. What's your favorite part of it? Or a part that you think is funny, or just a talking point?
Well, I love the beginning when he's singing with all the military.
The Marines, yeah.
That wasn't even supposed to happen.
Really?
Dude, they were there to watch. They were there. All of the Marines were there to watch Pee-wee. They were not there to be part of it. And he's like, hey, come on over. Let's go over. You guys gotta sing. They came on. Oh. And he's like, let's do this song. They did that song in one day. And the dance. Oh, it's Christmas. All of it. Yeah, they were just there to see him and meet him. And that's what happened.
The one guy hits him with his hat and loses his hat? Nice.
Oh, yeah, dude. I love it. Yeah, but I don't think that's my favorite. I think my favorite is Come, they told me, pum 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 pum.
Grace Jones.
Dude, whenever I was a kid, I was like, oh, this is the most glorious. Dude, I loved it. I was like, oh, she's wearing only plastic. I was like, this.
Barely. Is it a hat? Is it a shirt? I don't know.
I don't care what it was, but I loved her. Dude, I loved her.
Dude, we watched that. Oh my God! Now I think it's just maybe I'll just go put it in now. That is one of the best. I forget about that one, man. I think I had a poll like maybe 2 years ago. Like someone kept. I used to do movie reviews like crazy on my Facebook. Anything I watch, I just review it. And then someone was like, "Well, is there any other Thanksgiving movie besides Planes and Trains and Automobiles, or what is your favorite, whatever?" And someone goes, "Top 25 Christmas," and I took it like I was given a task by God. I'm like. I didn't just go, I like this. I wrote every one of my favorites down on different pieces of paper. And then I slowly was just going, this is better than this. And it was like, it took me like an hour. People were like, okay, likes those movies. I'm like, no. I put a lot into this. I did some research. Like, Wonderful Life isn't on it because I don't think it's a Christmas movie. There's 10 seconds of Christmas in that entire movie. True. But then you have Gremlins. And the entire movie's Christmas, like the entirety of that movie, or Die Hard. Die Hard's like top 5, man. Die Hard's like top 5 Christmas movies. I don't know if Pee-wee made it. I don't know if Pee-wee made it because I think it was like commercial, mainstream, studio Christmas movies. And I'm like, now I'm looking back, I'm like, I better have put that on there. Now I have to go back and rewrite the entire list. Start from scratch.
I love it. It is like 41 minutes greatest television of all time.
It really is. How about Star Wars versus Star Trek? I have a hunch.
Who's my favorite Star Trek character?
No, it was Star Wars versus Star Trek. Which one is your favorite?
Oh, Star Wars.
Yeah,
Star Wars.
But that's an easy one. Do you have a favorite genre of movie?
A movie? Classic comedy.
Okay. Give me your one. Give me. Oh, you mean classic, classic?
I mean, classic.
So you're like a Stooge fan too?
Yeah, Stooges,
Okay.
Marx, Abbott and Costello, Laurel and Hardy.
Lucy, should she count?
Lucy, yeah.
Yeah.
Lucy's first, I think it was her very first appearance was with the Marx Brothers. Her very first appearance
Nice.
was in Love Happy. She's so cute in it. She's so young. You should check it out. Love Happy. It's
Happy.
Marx Brothers' greatest, but it's not bad.
I'll check it out. All right, you pick movies first. So how about the food category? Is it Chips Ahoy or Oreo?
Chips Ahoy.
Nice. See, I like Oreo as a flavor, but if you're like, here's some cookies and you have them both on the plate, I'm getting Chips Ahoy.
Me too. Yep.
Burgers or dogs?
Burgers.
Really? Okay. I think that one's 50-50 for the past few people. How do you order your pizza?
How? Like, do I call?
No, like, what's your toppings? Is it a New York? Is it Chicago? Is it meat, veggie?
No, I like a thin crust, traditional pepperoni, but my disgusting thing is that I dip it in blue cheese.
I dipped in ranch for a lot of, yeah, I can't judge. Okay, same.
I would eat if you put blue cheese on it, I'll eat it. I don't care what it is.
I got this Ecto one. If you want to try to put blue cheese on it, we'll do a little test. We'll test your honesty here. The feel good category. Who was your favorite actor growing up?
Actor? Groucho Marx.
Damn. Okay. You skipped a couple generations there.
Oh man, I know.
So you know what?
I didn't have cable. I would have to rent my movies at the library. I didn't have much choice.
No way.
Yeah, dude. Everything, like most of the stuff that, and I would rent wrestling at the actual gas station. They would get tons of movies at the gas station. They had all the wrestling ones, but it was like a year after the wrestling event was on, and I would go to Farmore, a pharmacy out in Cranberry, specifically because they had, and I didn't get to go there all the time because it was so far away, but they would specifically have this, and I would rent it every time because it was the long WrestleMania 2, because it was a 2-pack, and it had 2 tapes, and I was like, well, if it has 2 tapes, it must be the longest, so that's what I'll go with. And I watched WrestleMania 2 more than anything, just over and over and over again.
Nice. How about your favorite childhood toy?
Favorite? Right here. Oh, I think it's embarrassing. It has M&Ms and pretzels on it, but right there, the WWF hockey game, the
Nice.
tabletop hockey. It's honestly the reason I'm freakishly obsessed with the Penguins and hockey is because of this game. And look at it. I mean, look at those guys, wrestlers playing hockey. How cool is that, dude? I'm like, are you kidding me? And we played with it nonstop. I mean, nonstop, dude. We would have tournaments, and it was awesome. It works great. Like, it's awesome. It's a great game.
A lot of Penguin stuff in this room. There's a lot of Steelers too, but I mean, I don't know if you can see with this reflection, but they have a Mario, it's a Barbie, dude. Mario has a Barbie of himself. I don't know if you can see this at all. There's too much of a glare.
Wait a minute. I might have something for you. Does it look like this? Because if it does, well, even if it doesn't.
No, it's a different. That's Yager, dude. I got the Mario version here. This is worth taking the phone off the stand.
That's what I'm saying. I'll give you this one, dude. You can have it. Wait, he comes with a stick and all that. Oh, dude, dude, you got to put Yager next to him.
Oh my God, dude.
Yager songs next to Mario.
And here's the thing. There's a big debate. I actually had Kenny Reggett on here.
I saw
past Penguins goalie, and we talked about the logo. And I said, do you have a favorite logo or jersey, whatever? And this is called the Robo Penguin. Did you ever hear that? this triangle penguin logo is now referred to as a Robo Penguin. So I'm a huge jersey guy too. There might be 30 jerseys in the other room. So if I'm going on and we're trying to wheel and deal in these groups, people are like, "Oh, I'm looking for a Robo jersey, a Robo Penguin." I'm like,
I've always
heard.
heard.
They're like the triangle. I'm like, the '90s triangle penguin's called Robo Penguin, and that's apparently commonplace now. And I said, I like robots. Sure, Robo Penguin sounds great. But yeah, there's a new autographs. There's Crosby, and yeah, this whole top shelf is penguins. But then there's, if you can see this one, yeah, some sticks. I got to detail a Reggit helmet, the old Danny DeVito penguin helmet. I'm actually going to get them another replica for their bar they have here in Pittsburgh. But yeah, the penguins are big in this house, man, big time.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that is really. I'm good buddies with Brian Metzer.
Really?
The Pens.
Yeah, I never.
Yeah. He's a great guy. He's one of the coolest dudes. He loves horror, loves it. Like he's obsessed with horror.
A lot of horror in here too, man. A lot of horror. Some Freddy glove signed.
He would love to come on here. I know he would. You're a great match. You two would hit it off. I know it.
Tell him he's just not even would he do it. He's in. If he wants to do it, he's got his own Tuesday night. Seriously, I'd love to have him on, man. Penguins talk.
He would love to talk Penguins with you. I know it.
Dude, he's invited. All Brian, right. Let's go. Get on here, bro.
Yeah, why isn't he listening?
Come on, where you at, bro? So, did you want to take this last chance to tell everyone about the show, give some more detail, where they can see it, online, sure. Cable, what have you?
Sure. Yeah, I'm Nick Bartley, the host and creator of Hunting Nostalgia, a show about your childhood and mine and everybody's. It's really centered around mostly, as you see around me, toys and collectibles, but it's really about anything nostalgic, anything that gives you that morbid longing of years gone by. Anything. But it's on Armstrong Cable on channel 100 on every Armstrong market. It's also available on YouTube as well. Just search Hunting Nostalgia and follow me on all of the stuff. Yeah, all of the fun stuff. But yeah, I greatly appreciate it. I had a blast coming on, dude. This was fun, man.
Yeah, man. I have a few people. I feel like you're one of them. Like, in a month, we're probably just going to do it again.
Hey,
if there's ever, you know what? If I can't get another penguin or a famous actor, I guess I'll have you on. Like, I'll find time or something. Do you do still CityCon? I'm going I go to every one, no matter what. But
I go, and this is gonna sound bad. I go where Armstrong invites me to go, like different events in Ohio, different places. Like I'll go there. You know what I mean? And I know it's bad, but I bring a lot of people with me when I do this stuff. You know, yeah. So I have to have a financial support of going to these places. You know what I mean? I can't do it. It's impossible to do it on my own. If I did it on my own, it would not be a television show. It wouldn't. If you see Hunting Nostalgia, and the great thing is you have to search and follow Toy Store Guide. They're my producers. They're amazing guys.
Cool.
Work Toy Store Guide, and it's a guide. It's a interactive guide on your phone, and you can find it on huntingnostalgia.com. But it's on your phone. And it's a map of the United States of America. And anywhere you are, you can click, where do I want to find a vintage toy store? A real vintage toy store, because you cannot search that on your phone. You cannot search vintage toy store on your phone. If you type in vintage toy store, it comes up with like Learning Express and Target. It just does not work.
Right.
You use the Toy Store Guide. You can be in any state and hit that state, and it'll show you every single, on the map, and it'll give you directions, their address, their phone number, everything. Toy Store Guide. Check them out.
Well, that's awesome. Okay, I'll be looking at that in a few minutes.
Yeah. Oh, dude, they're great.
Well, thanks, man. This has been great. And I'm pretty stoked you said yes. I'm sure we'll be back.
Go on Hunting Nostalgia. I got to come check out your autographs and all your fun stuff there. I promise I will get there. I promise.
Hey, it's how it goes, man. That's life. There are a lot. Things pop up. No worries there. So thanks, everyone, for tuning in. I see some of you. I see me and Josh made it the whole way. I think a few people made it this whole time.
Nice.
Pretty dope. I think some family members of mine were on. There's some names I don't know, man. I'm going to say they're probably your people. And yeah, guys, come back. It's either every Tuesday at 9 now, or if we can find some live concerts around here or some autograph signings, or I'll be at Still CityCon live. I got my boy Josh coming with. We're going to be doing trivia, some giveaways. You'll see us in the Celebrity Fanboy lanyards, the official lanyards of the Instagram channel. So yeah, keep an eye out every Tuesday, or in case I tell you a different day. And thanks, Nick, for being with us, man. And that's going to do it.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Have a good one.
Absolutely. See you guys.